Greetings, Zach here with another collectibles video for you. Now, recently, I managed to pick up a mystery box. Now, what this box contains, I have absolutely no idea. So this video is a little off the cuff, and we're basically going to be unboxing this custom-made mystery box that is sealed, so I will be opening in this video. But first, what's interesting about it is the fact that we know that I'm a big fan of Doctor Who figures, collectibles and the like. This theme of this box, I was told that it is Doctor Who figures. So I am really excited to see what we have in here, especially if there's something in here that I haven't already got. That would be absolutely amazing and fantastic. And considering the usual price and collectability of, well, you can see above me here, the Dalek figures and stuff from Character Options, the price I paid for the entire box was £20. So, I mean, I would probably, and I would happily pay £20 for pretty much any of these Daleks, considering their condition, etc, etc. Depends on what they are, really. So I think, without further ado, I'm going to open the box, and we're going to see what's inside, and then see if the £20 that I paid for this box was worth it. It was from a private seller. It was a sale exclusive to me, because we've kind of brought up or inherited some kind of rapport with this person. We met them at a car boot sale, and subsequently I've just been taking punts at things they've tried to sell me these past few months, and I will say that some have been hits, some have been misses, so hopefully this box, as let's not forget, it is, you just hear that, it's quite weighty, and I'm really impressed that I got it for the price I did. So, we're going in. Ooh, there goes one side. Here goes the other. It's fatal moments of the box unopening. Unboxing. Okay. Let's go for the instant reveal. Oh, good grief. Okay. I'm going to take these items out one at a time, but my immediate impression is this isn't very Doctor Who-y. Oh man, I don't know where to start. Let's start off with something familiar. So, I mean, thank you very much, but this is a xenomorph. I'm sure you're all familiar with a xenomorph. This is one of the McFarlane's Alien Xenomorph figures that came out before all the NECA ones did. Articulation seems in pretty good nick, but the noticeable damage to the dome section, and it is missing two of the like tubes on its back, which, I mean, it's fine. I would happily buy this for spares and repairs for up to £10. So already, jaw mechanism of course still works. Already we're looking like this is going to be a bit of a winner. So, item number 1, Xenomorph. Item number 2 seems to be a pair of things. Now, are these activated? Can you hear that? So, I have never seen these ever before. So, what are these? I'm not sure. They spin? What are these? They're like weapons. They're like Ninja Turtles or something? Nah, it can't be Ninja Turtles. If anyone knows what these are, I will happily. That's a bit of information I would actually really like to know, but I have never seen these before, so I don't know how much these are worth. So I'll put an estimate of £5, so we're already up to 15. This is really looking like a winner all over, really. I don't know, maybe there's something else in the box that might help identify these. I'm not sure. I'm going to put those down there, pending further investigation. Oh! Okay, okay. We have this. Now, this I do know. This isn't a TARDIS. This is, in fact, a Doctor Who thing, which is in keeping with what I originally thought that this box was going to be. This is actually for the character options figures, which is actually great because I don't believe I have this. Well, I do now, but this is from the Satan Pit, I believe. It's basically an elevator lift shaft thing that goes down into the core of the impossible planet, basically where Satan lives, because that's what happens in the David Tennant episode in Series 2, so that's quite cool. That's quite cool. I like that. I like that. Speaking of, in the bottom here, David Tennant. From that particular episode, let's just put his helmet on. It's nice that his helmet was included. Together, let's put these together. I would probably buy that for anywhere. Ooh, I mean, the condition is pretty reasonably good. He just fits inside there like that. Door works. No noticeable damage. I'd happily pay 10 to 20 for that. Just by itself. I mean, already this, I've said it several times already, but it's a good box. This is a good box. I'm glad I recorded this video. Another David Tennant. With glasses this time. I don't think I've got glasses David Tennant, but now I do. So, moving on. Oh! This, ladies and gents, it does look a bit weird, but it is in keeping with one of the earlier items in the box. It is a Kenner Snake Alien, which I believe is from the Dark Horse Comics Aliens graphic novels. But what is interesting about this is the fact that the jaw mechanism does still work, which is really nice. The tail doesn't have any cracking in it, which I believe I've got one of these upstairs. You probably saw in my collection video. But the tail is actually slightly broken on that one, so it is actually really cool to have one that is fully intact. And I mean, these aren't that easy to come by. I would say £10, 10 to £15 maybe for this, but in its present condition it's probably worth a lot more, because normally they would obviously like the tail, which is articulated, by the way. I'm not going to bend it in this particular video because I want to keep it in good nick, but I'd say max price for this at the current time would be around 30 quid, I think. So a rather good bargain, there. What else we got? Aha! Another Doctor Who figure. Another werewolf. I will say, out of all the werewolf figures that I have found, as I'm a big werewolf movie fan, we have the Kessler Necker werewolf, we have the Wolfman, Universal Monsters one. I really like the character options werewolf figure. I think the design of it, the articulation, is really good. But what I will say is the fact that I've obviously already got one of these. I think I've actually got 2 of these, so this will be like 3 of these werewolves now. But I'm absolutely okay with that. I mean, just look at the design on that. That is so cool. It's probably like the most detailed children's action figure of a werewolf that I've ever seen. Next item in the box. What do we got? Wow, they really like the alien stuff in here, don't they? Here we have a Necker Bull Alien. Now, my immediate thing with this is the fact that the sprung-loaded head that should pop out via a trigger on its side here is broken. That is broken. But the kind of that movement, that is still working, so that's alright. I do have some of these upstairs already, and I mean, come on, this is a really cool find all this Kenner Alien stuff, very retro Aliens action figures to have in like a mystery box. I really didn't expect these, especially because the theme was Doctor Who, to have. A grateful and very thankful addition to the collection. I look forward to richly integrating it with the rest of it. There is more in the box. Just bear with me. Bear with me. We have. What's the It looks like a werewolf. Have I got this before? I'm not sure. Hang on. So here we have Frankenstein's monster. I believe these two are from the Hugh Jackman Van Helsing movie. Hang on, that's right. 1 second. Bear with me on this. That's what these are from, isn't it? They're from the Van Helsing movie. Just imagine me with like a Australian outback hat on. Go fight, what's his face? Mr. Hyde in the, oh, I can't remember the place in the movie at the beginning. Oh, shucks. That's what these are from. There is funky, spinny shuriken blade things that he goes and fights werewolves and monsters with. That's really cool. I like those. They're cool. But obviously, Frankenstein's monster from Van Helsing, and of course, a werewolf. I was never a big fan of this particular like skin suit werewolf figure because it is very, very rubbery. There is no way in hell that it's ever going to stand or be posed in any other position than that's all it's going to do. It does have a figure in there, which I'm not going to try and move out because that's just going to be a pain in the ass and I don't really want to damage the skin suit. Frankenstein's monster does seem to have some kind of swivel action, which is quite funny. He is missing the top half of his head, so you can see the brain. I don't have this figure. I might have this figure. I think I do. But this is in far better condition than my one because I got it when it originally came out. And I was a kid at that time, so undeniably I had fun with it. And it probably got damaged somewhere along the line. So I'm thankful to have some replacements. Sorry, I'm just going back to these. These are look at that. Maybe I can use that on a thumbnail. Okay, we are almost there through the box. We are almost there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 items to go. We have initially a Cyber controller. Now, of all the Cyberman action figures I've got, this is probably the one that seems to have been the most numerical. I have got so many Cyber controllers. I have absolutely no idea why that seems to be the case, but I'm happy with it. I haven't got a problem with it. Seems to be maybe a tiny bit of damage on that, like, what we see, brain case. I mean a head, but tiny bit of like plastic damage there. But I mean that's no biggie. So far, this has been majorly worth it, and I've just managed to get cramp in my foot, which really hurts. So I'm going to power on through. With the rest of this video. So here is something I don't actually have. I don't have this. I'm going to give you a little snapshot. That's it. Can you guess what that is? Please leave it in the comments because I'm going to reveal it in 3, 2, 1. Reveal. This is a Kenner Alien Panther Alien. The immediate thing I am noticing with this figure, as I have never had this figure before, is there does seem to be like, I assume like a missile like socket here on the back. I assume when you move the hands forward, that missile should fire, but there isn't any sign of a missile in that particular box, which is a shame. But I mean, come on, this box was £20, and everything I've already got out of it already is worth far more than that. It's a real treat that I've even got this, because I think last time I looked up this action figure, I think it was around the £20 mark, I think, if I'm not mistaken. That's with the missile, of course, but as it is a great addition to the collection, I look forward to add it to the Kenner shelf. 2 more items to go. There is one that immediately, like, goes, ooh, Zak, you've got to look at me. And that is, it is, well, half a Dalek. It is missing the, obviously the front panel, but thankfully, I just found that in the box, so I'm going to put that on the front there. Amazingly, against all odds, this Dalek figure is complete. There is no damage to it whatsoever. I am actually, if you couldn't already tell, building up quite the Character Options Dalek collection. I think I've got 1 or 2 of the mutant reveals. Just show you that for a second. It's quite a cool action figure. Comparable to, actually, I can actually reach it right now. Put that down for a second. This particular one from the Jodie Whittaker era of Doctor Who, which does have a small compartment and a very gooey, I say gooey, stringy, like Dalek mutant. Look at that. Which I believe, hang on, I got that a couple of Christmases ago as well. Oh, interesting. Of the 2 Dalek reveal action figures here, I think my preference, design-wise at least, is definitely towards the Bronze Dalek from the very good Christopher Eccleston episode, Dalek. Honestly, what's happened to Doctor Who now? I don't know. I'm putting you back up on the shelf, my friend. But anyway, a great addition. I once paid £14 for a Dalek like this from like a collectible shop that I found in town. So yeah, again, another great bargain from this particular mystery box. Now, the box is empty. Well, I say empty. It's almost empty, but there is one. There's actually 2 things in here. All right, we'll go with the smaller of the 2 because I think what is actually left in there will prove for a rather hilarious ending to this video. We have a very small TARDIS. There seems to be a hole in the bottom. I'm not exactly sure what that is for. Could it be like pencil topper or something? I've got a pen here. Does that? Do you reckon that would work on the end of like a pencil or something? It doesn't seem to fit on the pen. Any help in identifying this would be greatly appreciated because it's something I have never seen. It says TARDIS BBC 1963. So would that indicate that it is from the 60s? If so, that is really cool. Wow. That could actually be quite collectible, and if anyone has any information on this whatsoever, I would love to know. Please put it down in the comments. Oh, I'll tell you what, I may as well just put this directly on the shelf. Right there. Then it can remind me to check back and see if anyone has managed to identify that. So, the final item in the box. The final item. Oh wow. I'm not sure if this has been put in here as a joke or not, but it has nothing to do with anything else that we have seen in this video so far. It's not Van Helsing, it's not Doctor Who, it's not Aliens. Is there something I've missed out of like the big franchises? Could it be Marvel? Could it be, oh, I don't know, Lord of the Rings maybe? It is sci-fi. It is sci-fi. You can put some guesses down if you want, but I am literally going to reveal it in a couple of seconds. So, maybe Misa gonna do a bit of an impression. It's a Jar Jar Binks action figure. Oh no, Annie! Oh no! Wow, did I really do that? This is going on YouTube, by the way. A Jar Jar Binks action figure. That is. It is complete. I can't really fault it other than it's Jar Jar Binks. I mean, if it had to be a Star Wars figure, it had to be a Star Wars figure, but This has got to be a joke. This has got to be a joke item, I'm sure. Have I got one of these? Maybe I do, but oh no, if I got more than one, does that mean I've officially started a Jar Jar Binks collection? Please don't send me any Jar Jar Binkses unless it's in a mystery box. Wow. Yeah, I think overall of this particular mystery box, I have really enjoyed it. It has most certainly been worth the £20 that I paid for it. If I had to pick a favourite item out of the lot, I think I'd have to go with something that I haven't already got, and that's got to be, I think, because it seems to stand out amongst the pile I've got beside me, it's got to be this Panther alien, this Kenner Panther alien. I wonder if it's possible to actually track down one of the missiles. I hope that the actual firing mechanism is still working, because that would be really cool. Yeah, well, I'm glad you've joined me, and if you've stayed this long, congratulations on this particular video. So if you enjoyed it, and if you would like to see further videos like this, I am very keen on physical media, collectibles, Star Wars, Doctor Who, etc, etc, etc. You can literally see all of these things behind me, especially Godzilla. Let's not forget Godzilla. Godzilla is awesome. Tell you what, big shout out to the wonderful person that crocheted this for me for Christmas. It is absolutely marvellous. If you're watching this video, congratulations, you found the special Easter egg of the video. Hope you're smiling. And there we are. Please like and subscribe to this channel, and comment below anything you would like to see in a future video.